start with taking out the two bad ones first and putting up the boards, because if we get rained out or I don't finish it, we can at least have these hanging and drying a little bit more. They're pretty dry. I don't have a moisture meter, but yeah, they're not horribly so. That works. Ring shanks, gotta love them. Fine pieces of firewood. When I was working demolition, I always had a rule for all my guys. If you pull a board out or down, you either have to pull the nails out of it or put the nails so they face down. Sometimes they'd listen, sometimes they'd step on one of the nails. Oh, I double nailed that one. There we go. Yeah. It's a little loose, but it fits. It's not square either. We go 10 degrees. Wet wood, wet wood. Which one of these is not like the other? Alright, so this one is going to be 76 on the long side. Wet, 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 wet. Yep, there we go. Hello. take half this one off. All right, let me get back up there. All right, for this one, because of where it's at, I'm gonna have to take half of this corner off. So I just took the end off that. That matches the pitch of the roof. So hopefully this will fit up there correctly. Three more to go. We're going to cut those up front and then nail them in. So we got these two and this one. And yes, I know those are only single nails on those right now, but we're going to, well, eventually we'll nail it down some more. But for now, we're just going to get this so it's at least somewhat finished up and done. That way the next step we have back here is actually sealing everything, which would be kind of nice. Now, I don't know when I will get to finishing this as far as putting a finish on it. I have an idea. I have some tools that we're going to be using, but we need to make sure that this board, all of these that I just put in here have cured. Then go back and whack them with a hammer, because when they shrink, they're going to pull away a little. But we've got it. Let's see if we can get a better angle here. It's not great. I mean, it's rough cut lumber and I'm not a sawyer, but it at least will keep some of the wind out. And I didn't put this one in, just the simple fact that this board is going to shrink even more. So I don't want to seal that up yet. We'll seal that one up at a later time. Probably just before painting. Cold is still getting me. We still got to do some work up there in the eave, seal that up. We will get to that probably very shortly. And other than that, I think, yeah, I'm going to clean up. Now, when it comes time to do the sides, which is going to be soon, because, you know, my New Year's resolution is to finish some of the projects that I started, we're going to be doing this a little bit differently over here. So these boards were 6 by 1 inch, so 6 inches wide, 1 inch thick. To make it a little easier to manage and a little easier to move around, as well as make the wood go a little further, we're going to go 8 inches wide, and we're going to go 3/4 of an inch thick. Not much difference, but it should help extend out how much wood we actually use, because I think the 1 inch was too thick, and I think the 6 inches was too narrow. Now when we do the strapping or the battens, we will be doing 1.5 inches again. Except for the corners, I'm going to do something a little different there. They'll be 1/2 inch thick, but I'm thinking 2.5 by 3 or 2.5 and 3 inch-ish. We'll get to that much later. Right now the goal is to get this entire side sealed in, which I think I need to make a trip to the store before I do that. But that won't be today. Actually, a trip to the store might be today, but you know, sealing this side up isn't going to be today. I gotta cut a lot more lumber for that. A lot more lumber. And we'll start by doing some math here in a few minutes once I hang up the phone, hang up the camera. God, I'm talking to myself and I'm messing it up. And I'm losing fights with myself now too. Anyhow, so well, that ain't gonna work now, is it? Alright, pull that down. See if we're gonna reach. Yeah, no. We're gonna screw it. That's pretty solid. Alright. Now comes the fun part. Alright. Let's see if this fits. So close. Just need to skin that end down a hair. Just take the tip off. So close yet so far. Kidding me? It's gonna shrink. There we go. Now comes the fun part. This is basically just to seal up this hole so we don't have anything setting up here. I don't expect that the rain is going to come in here very often. And if it does, we'll address that at a later date. But before we continue, I need to put up something here to help block this off, but let the air come out. So let me go see what I can dig up on that one. No, I know what I'm digging up. I just got to go cut it and do all that fun stuff. Alright, I've got a couple more tools here. What we're going to do, we're going to start by opening this. I know I got to go 35 inches, which unfortunately this roll is not 35 inches. I need to sharpen my knife too. This roll is only 24 inches, but it's also long. So we're going to go ahead and cut a chunk out of this, if I can get it open. Get in there. Alright, we got 35 inches, and we're going to have to go up 9. So let's go ahead and get 35 marked out real quick, see where we fall. 35 falls right here. Half of 35, 15, 16, 17. No, 35, 17 would be 34, 17 and a half would be 35. We're going to come up 9 inches. That should approximately be our opening. And of course I didn't bring hearing protection. Or gloves. Alright, that should give us our basic opening. Now we got to go up there and fine tune it. Almost too small. Oh, hey, that's nice. It fits behind that. I like that. Don't need this up here right now. More of that. I'm making this up as I go along, what can I say? The ultimate goal is just to keep the squirrels out. And the birds. As long as those two criteria are met, everything else is gravy. I think that'll do it. Oops. All right. And of course, I threw my hammer down. Keeps most of the bugs out, and the squirrels will be good with that. I'm probably going to reinforce it just a little bit. Don't need a gap quite that big, but let me get a piece of scrap wood and get a get an angle here. Alright, this isn't ideal, but this is what I'm using. I don't have another piece of wood the right size. So this is just an old piece of pallet wood. We're just going to shove it up in here. Make sure that the screen is semi-secured. Again, nothing fancy. There. That should hopefully keep the critters out. Hope you enjoyed this video. Please like, comment, subscribe, and if you want to see more content like this, you definitely have to subscribe because there's no guarantee it's going to pop up in your feeds. So thanks for watching. Bye now.